Good morning, everyone. My name is Jim Markham from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and co-chair of Lake Erie Standing Technical Committee. And on behalf of the other STC members, I would like to thank you for joining us. Today, I will be providing a brief summary of some of the high-level accomplishments within the 2021 cycle, some things on the horizon, and an overview of today's LEC meeting agenda. I thought it might be helpful to explain what exactly is the function of the STC. The STC is similar to the LEC in that there is one member from each jurisdiction and co-chairs switch with the LEC chairs. Functionally, I like to think the STC is a liaison between the LEC and the task groups. We help task groups accomplish tasks and charges that may fall outside of their normal functions, things such as management plan reviews, for example, and handle jobs that encompass multiple task groups, such as the State of the Lake reports. We also help the LEC organize meetings and provide guidance to the task groups based on LEC feedback. One accomplishment in 2021 was the online availability of the Yellow Perch Management Plan. The plan was completed in June of 2020, but was not publicly available on the GLFC website until May of 2021. Another plan completed during the 2021 cycle by the Coldwater Task Group was a review and revision of the Lake Erie Lake Trout Rehabilitation Plan. The revised plan maintained strategies used during the previous plan, such as stocking levels, strains, and sea lamprey control that successfully rebuilt adult spawning stocks, and provides guidance on detection of early life history stages to achieve the goal of naturally reproducing stocks. This plan can also be found on the GLFC website. Looking ahead, on the not-so-distant horizon are reviews of both the walleye and yellow perch management plans, which both run through 2024. The LEC is already discussing possible updates to these plans with the task groups. The Lake Erie Perch Management Advisory Group, or LEPMAG, only met once in the last cycle to be advised of fishery performance and recruitment in 2021 and to gain their initial views of handling tax at low stock sizes with specific reference to yellow perch populations in the Central Basin. Further discussions are being planned during the upcoming 2022-23 cycle. The LEPMAG will also provide valuable input to reviews of both perch management plans as they progress. One of the more important and time-consuming accomplishments this past year was the development and completion of the 2020 State of Lake Erie dashboard reporting. This online reporting strategy replaces the State of the Lake publications and is intended to provide timely, high-level summaries on the status of the Lake Erie fish community and food web using the indicators identified in the Lake Erie fish community objectives. In 2021, the STC worked with the task groups to develop and finalize metrics that reflect those indicators. The Lake Erie dashboard is currently under review by the CLC and is expected to be released online at the GLFC website for public viewing soon. This is an example of the simple dashboard format using the lake trout objective and associated status indicator from the current fish community objectives. The text and figures are meant to provide a simple, non-technical summary on the status of this species. This particular indicator has two elements: maintaining spawning stock biomass and providing fishing opportunities. For this indicator, the Coldwater Task Group use an adult abundance index and annual stocking rates as metrics to evaluate whether we are meeting this objective. So what can you expect from today's meeting? Over the next 3 hours, the Lake Erie task groups have tried to provide brief summaries of the major commercial and sport fishing species in Lake Erie, including announcements of the 2022 tax for both walleye and yellow perch. They are also presenting a status of the forage fish community, an update on progress on priority management areas, and associated habitat-related projects that are occurring around the basin, and an update on sea lamprey control measures. These talks provide only the important highlights on all of these topics, and more detail can be found in the annual task group reports posted on the GLFC website. Lastly, Dr. Richard Krause from the USGS Lake Erie Biological Center will provide an overview of some ongoing acoustic telemetry research on lake whitefish and cisco, and I think you will find the preliminary results very interesting. In closing, the STC would like to acknowledge the assistance provided by the QFC at Michigan State, all of our stakeholders, the Great Lakes Fishery Commission, and members of the Lake Erie task groups. On behalf of the STC, I would like to thank you for attending the virtual LEC meeting today, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you have.